G'day mate and welcome back to Capital History with me, Jitty. In our last episode we managed to get the arc furnace up and running and also starting making a whole pile of plastic. With that plastic and the arc furnace we made PCBs. PCBs led us to Electronics 2, which means now we're consuming a whole lot of Electronics 1 to turn into Electronics 2. But that also unlocks a couple of new features that we'll be looking at probably in today's episode, because I'm going to want to start looking at, maintenance too. I also need to start looking at the next tier of research, which will all require Electronics 2. So today we need to scale up production again, just a little bit, and also at the same time, now that we're a little bit more flush with construction parts, I'd like to do a little bit of tidy up at the same time. But I cannot do any of that until I ask, can I borrow a like? I just like to borrow a like. I like to borrow a like early in the video because even with the crap weather we have, Mr. Shippy got an upgrade and now he can go kill more pirates. He has a combat score of 480. So we're going to be sending him off and looking for any pirate we can at below 480 and sending Mr. Shippy off to take care of business. At the same time, in our last episode, we also put together a special team, an elite team of Diggy Boys, and that is, our special ops team. Our special ops teams were told to carve a little path down here so we can start filling up and down at the same time, and, we can bridge these two areas together. But I need them to move on to bigger and better projects. I need to send them over here to start digging up this one. Yep, I need them to, oh my god, we've got Mountain Diggy Boys. Okay, that's for the special ops team to get to. I need them to come dig out this area, so eventually we can join these two together with a little bit of a wider path. I can't really go any further to the right because there happens to be some iron there, so I'm hoping this position works. In fact, actually, I might give them an extra 2 tiles to the left. Yep. So the special ops team's going to go do that. Yep. And at the same time, I need to pin that, please, and click that button. Because we need to thank a couple of wonderful YouTube members. Can I start off with, this little chucky boy here, who is, there we go. He is the wonderful LT Heart. LT Heart, thank you for being a YouTube member. Thank you for choosing to support the channel. I very, very much appreciate it. At the same time, can we get, I need to turn this off. Can I? Okay. One of these Diggy Boys. There we go. One of these Trucky Boys. Can I also thank the wonderful No Owl? I'm going to go with No Owl. Yep. Thank you, No Owl, for also being a wonderful YouTube member and choose to support the channel. Lastly, can I thank with the Trucky Boys everywhere? That's to the Dirt Control Tower. I want a Special Ops Tower. Special Ops! Can I thank our third Special Ops member being Mega Sloth? Mega Sloth was a little bit lazy. He was hanging around doing a whole lot of nothing. So I put him to work. He's now in charge of, part of the Special Ops team who will dig their way through here. With, the Dirt Control Tower obviously having nothing to do and trying to interfere with the Special Ops team, I need them to, I know there's a little bit over here to do. Okay, whatever. We're going to slide them down here so they can leave the Special Ops team to get the Special Ops team's work done. And I need them to finish clearing out this. I need this area nice and flat because this is going to be for future farmland. Hence why I've even carved the rock out of here. And possibly, we're going to do this at the same time. Can I cancel all of that in case I want it to be farmland? It just needs a layer of dirt on top. Can I get you 2 tiles? Can we go all the way through here, 1 tile deep? Thank you. All the way to there. Can I remove that? I need that to bridge back up so they have a way in and out. Can I get that section done? That section done, that section done, that done. We don't need to be pristine, we just need to be fairly clear of rock, and they can get that done after they've cleaned out this little corner. Alright, so I didn't have both those two done. I need Mr. Shippy, who's doing a wonderful job of fighting us limestone and killing off pirates. You're 470, you're 610. We're not going that way, but we're definitely going that way after you finish repairing. Alright, research. Research, we need to talk about research. We are... we got the ship bridge, we got the fuel tank upgrade, we know about those, we know about fruit and canola. They were the one of the few last ones that were locked. We have hydrogen vehicles. We're not going to get the hydrogen vehicles anytime soon, and we get to close that because I want to look at this. We are doing vehicle pollution number 2. After that, I'm going to get the next tier of construction parts, which needs Electronics 2. And if we're going to continue with our ratio of having 4 construction machines, that means I need to have 12 Electronics 2. On top of that, right behind that, is the next tier of research, which I'm going to need 4 machines for. So I need to have 12 for this, plus I need to have another 8 for this, And not there the long that there afterwards, I need to have another 2 for this. So I need a few electronics 3, in fact, electronics 2. I've already done the maths and I've realized that everything's off by a tile. And I need to, well, put you guys here. Can I put that there for just a second? Can I rip out that one, and all of that one? And can I put this, yep, cool. And then, can I rip out you and you? Cool, because they're all off by a tile. Excellent. Can I pick that back up? And can I put you there? So I need to have 6 of these machines. Hence, we're going to be building 6 of these machines. And I want to have all those done. I'm also going to need more people. So we're going to unpause house 1, 2, and 3. Yep, it's going to be that bad. All right. So where are we? Electronics. Cool. So with those up and running, I don't need that bit of built. With those up and running, I now need to talk about our electronics 1 usage. So I'm using 12. That means I'm using 24. Oh, there's definitely some builds that you're not built. Can I get all of those built, please? Except for I don't need that one built. I need 12. I need 24. I need 48. I need 72. So that is 24, 48, 72. I need to have 3 machines running. So we're going to come to here. I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste that there. That's what we should need. And I then need to get that lot built as well. Cool. Can we get all that built? Excellent. And that also means I'm going to go through 24, 48, 96 copper, something. 24 times by 6 of them. There's 9 of them. 6 of them. I'm going through 144 copper, which also means that every belt prior to this needs to be upgraded. Yep, I need to have those 2 go run faster. As for our rubber, it's 6, 12, 24, 30, 36. And rubber-wise, we make 48. So we're still okay on the rubber front, just. Also, I need to come back to these guys. Oh, that didn't plug in, really? Okay, solved. All those plug in? You have an arrow. Why do you have an arrow? Oh, because that didn't connect to that. Oh. That's bad. And can I get a flat connector? Can I put a flat connector in there? Yeah, there's a problem with copy and pasting things. It doesn't always work perfectly. With 6 of these now, it means I need 3 PCB machines. So we're going to copy you to there, and I'm going to put a spare one on the end because I'm going to need a spare one when we upgrade this again, and we need to plug all that together. Cool. Can I have the trucks build that, and that? Cool. So I need to have that built as well. All right, so that's the start. That's the first few things we need. And then if I need more, we're going to start putting them on this side. But this is now going to run 1.5, well, at least one of our arc furnaces flat out, and the other one's going to be fairly busy as well, which is a little bit worrying. We're docked again. That's a ship battle. I did win. Excellent. All right, so you're at 470. I can go say hi to you. You're at 610. We can't do that one yet. 610, 990. Not touching that for a while. You're at 470. You're next to me on our list. Yeah, okay, so up here next. All right, so we're going to go do those. On top of that, I'm still moving a whole lot of rubber over here, so I want to rectify that. And we're going to do that by starting here on our rubber. Can I come out? No, can I go 1 tile sideways? Cool. That way you can't screw it up for me when I press R. And then I'm going to continue from there. All right, can I go to here? Yeah, here. And then to no, 1 tile higher. 1 tile higher. It looks like. Yeah, 1 tile higher to match you. And then I want to go to the left of this. Okay, no, we're going to go over the top then. Height 3, yep. Height 3, and then up to height 5. And then over the top of this, I can stay high, because all this is potentially dead space, but can't be that till the copper mine goes away. And then I want to come to, say, here. And then, no, can I go to that one instead? And then can I drop down to ground level so I can go under this bridge, which we're just going to slide up a little bit and continue through. Once we continue through, I want to probably stay at ground level. Yeah, we can stay at ground level for a while. There to there to there, and no, I need to go that tile, up one, and then around the corner, plug in there. Cool. That should be our rubber belt. That should also be that bridge, that rubber belt, and that little bit's done. All right. So with that done, I can come to this rubber box. We're going to say, don't bother filling me anymore. And I want to have an alert if you are empty. Once you're empty, I can just remove you because the rubber belt will be replaced by this guy, which I'm not going to build with Uni because I don't need to build with Uni. It'll happen. I'm not in a rush. All right. One thing I am in a rush for is tidying up this. Yes. And no, electronics should be going at the right speed. Okay. I want to tidy up steel, and to do that, I want to make a few rearrangements. So first off, I'm going to get rid of this box, and we're going to make you disappear with the power of Uni. Thank you. Cool. All right, the next thing I want to do is I want to rearrange this. So we're going to bring this belt into that port. And I'm going to remove that. So I want you guys to be a priority in, and then a priority out. Idea being that we're going to send all our steel down this way. And these two are the priority because this is our hybrid smelter that does iron and also does steel. And if I don't need to use the steel, that means I have an opportunity to make more iron. I'm still using the iron recipe because it uses wood faster, and I have a lot of wood I want to get through. 49,000 according to that. All right, ship's been fully repaired. Can I send you out to there? And I want to build a box. I want to build a average size box, and we're going to put that right about here. Cool. We're going to throw a belt into here. This is not the priority. Turn those off, thank you. And I'm going to build that. So this can be filled up with only excess steel. Great. Next thing I want to do is I want to start rearranging where we're running steel here. Oh, actually, no, there's one other thing I want to do. I want to put a little box, itty bitty box, right here for our concrete. Yeah. Now, you're going to get a 50-50 split from this connector. So if we're doing 48 concrete between these two, you should end up with 24. Which is not a lot, but it does mean things like this bridge should eventually get enough concrete slabs that actually gets built. Yeah, I'd really like to have those things built rather than having to pause belts all the time. It's just annoying. All right, so we have steel coming through here. I need to get steel over here still, and I also need to get steel over here for obviously maintenance. I want to rearrange how we're doing this, and I'm going to be doing that by that. And how much of this one I want to delete? All of it. Can I delete all of that belt? And that should be a good start. Cool. All right. So what I want to do is I want to have another bridge. Logistics, bridges. I want a big bridge. I want to put a big bridge here. Yeah, that gives me enough room that I should be able to get things in and out from here. And I want to grab our steel belt from, let's go with this one, and bring this to along the ground. No, I'm not going to run it along the ground yet because the bridge is going to take us a little while to build. It's an expensive bridge. I'm just going to bring you up a little bit, and I'll have to drop this down to ground level later and plug you into, yeah, come on, into there. The straight one, please. Oh, now you're not trying to attach the port. All right, can I get that built? That turns maintenance back on. I like having maintenance back on. Next thing I need to do is I need to get steel back over here. So to do that, I'm going to come out from that port. I'm going to come up to height 3. Yep. Up to height 4. I want to try and spread these out as far as I can so we don't end up with a situation where trucks can't drive over under them. 4 or 5. No, I don't need excavators to go through here. So as long as I'm at height 4, everything including the big dump trucks, the mega trucks, can drive under there in the future, but at the moment, that's fine. No, I need to go... Okay, I need to stay up. We're going to stay up at height 4 to here. Then I'm going to give it a quick twist. With a quick twist, I'm going to delete that piece and delete that piece. And I'm going to use lift. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of lifts. They do work great in some circumstances, but the biggest problem I often have with lifts is this bit that sticks up at the top blocks the whole next tile. Which is a bit of a problem. Okay, can I get that built? All right, so that means we can now get our steel back into our construction parts. And location explored. Oh, we found some loot. And location explored. We found some loot. You're a 470. In theory, I can beat you up. I'm going to take a crap ton of damage, but that's fine. And then in theory, I can go to that settlement. When you're also a 470. Cool. More things we can kill. All right, so that's going to head back over there. That's going to turn back on that production. We need not a lot. And yes, we're having some power problems. Okay. Research. We haven't done construction yet, but what am I looking for? I'm looking for pin, please. Pin, please. I'm looking for that one. Okay, we've done vehicle pollution number 3. We still need to get the research done for the next one, which I'm just waiting on semi-patiently. Okay, so that's steel over here. Next thing I want to do is electronics 2. We're going to need electronics 2 for the next tier of maintenance, which I want to put like directly opposite these guys. So we're going to put one of you here as our little test dummy. It's not going to be this tier of machine. It'll be the next tier of machine, which I can't access yet until we get this tier of research done. And you're going to need access to mechanical parts. Mechanical parts are going to go like that, please. Cool. And then your electronics 2 are going to go in like that. So I just need to get electronics 2 to, well, right about here. No, I need to have that lift. No, up the tile to start with. And we're going to put you on that belt, which happens to be a belt full of recyclables at the moment. I need to move that. I also need to take steel off to, well, this box so we don't have to have trucks deliver it, but that's going to wait a minute. All right. Can I bring you out one tile? And then can we go up to height 4? As long as we're at height 4, trucks can get, oh, the big trucks can get underneath. I want to go to there. I want to go to there. I want to go to that one. I want to go to, come on, that one. And then can I get over this at height 4? I can. Great. Can I get over that at height 4? I can. All right. But I need to go into there. So we're just going to come to here. And then I can't use that lift directly under that belt because, as I said, this bit right here sticks up one tile. It's really annoying. It's what ruins lifts for me, honestly. And you guys are done. Cool. Can I go to your edit area? And you've done the bottom half. Great. Can I edit area? Can I slide you guys up? I don't really want you helping with that, but you're going to overlap a little bit, and you are very stuck. Cool. Recover and recover. Can I show me your travel? Yeah, I don't want you digging this from the bottom. I want you to dig it from the top. Okay, location explored. We found some loot, and we found a settlement we can go visit, but I also found a pirate. So let's go deal with the pirate first, and a settlement second, and we're going to ignore the fact the power problem is critical. Can I go to you? Because we have, you're on auto balance and you're on auto balance. You're off auto balance, so we're going to turn you off auto balance, even though you're already running, and that's all I can really do. Yep, power is peaked because I have well, this guy running using 4 megawatts and this guy running using another 4 megawatts. I also have a problem with sand, which I do need to fix, but I'm not in a hurry because it's just going to make the power problem worse. Can I have the trucks upgrade those two when they feel like it? Can I delete all of those? All right. So I need to get steel down there, but I also need to get electronics 2 here. So if I move the recycling belt and I dump it right there, it's going to be in the way. But funnily enough, I can put it right here instead. So we're going to not come out one tile. We're going to cut that. What? Okay, it's 2 tiles too long. Put it back. Delete. Cool. We're going to put this here instead. And if I do that and get that part built, and that part unbuilt, then I can bring it to this lift. This lift doesn't quite line up perfectly with the recycling belt, but I can live with that because it means I can run the other belts I need to through this area. Can I plug you into there? And there. There. Cool. Can I get it's recyclables. I should really build them. Yeah, because I don't want them back up. All right. Complete department. Struggling with finding a tree to harvest. Excellent. You guys are done. All right. Can I remove that tree you can't get to, that tree you can't get to, that tree you can't get to, that little pool of trees that you can't get to, and I'd like you guys to come shave this little island. Cool. You know, I have 50,000 trees. That's a lot of wood, but I could always do with a little bit more. Low supply of rubber is this box. That's fine. Can I get that deleted and that deleted? All right. So with those things done, I want to grab electronics 2, and I want to come out that port, and I'm going to stop there, and I'm going to come from there again, and I'm going to come up to height number 2, which lets me over electronics 1. I want to go to the far side, and then I need to come down right beside where you are. Yep. So I want to come to height 4. Can't do height 5 because the other one's at height 5. And then I want to come straight across here to height 4. Yep, if you're at height 4, I can plug that into... I can't plug that into there because it's going the wrong way. I flip you so you're going the correct way. Cool. Can I plug this into... Okay, up. Height 4. Yep, from there into there. Great. With that done, we should be able to get our electronics over here and have them pop out right here. Our electronics 2, that is. With electronics 2, it means you plug in there. Technically, there'd also be one of these guys right here. You might be a little bit more awkward to plug into just due to, you know, spacing and things, but I'm pretty sure I can work that out. Gears need to go. It can go through, can go through. Okay, so gears go into there, which means you go into the... Yeah, that's correct. Oh, that's right. You can't back straight onto this connector. Yep, I got to do a little bit of a zigzag. What I did here is going to be a little bit awkward, and I think my easiest as it is, we just go sideways a bit. Yeah, that should do us. All right. Electronics. Oh, there's the one belt at the start, one belt at the start. Cool. And we have finished research. We have finished this. So that gives me access to the next tier of construction parts, the next tier of maintenance, and the next tier of maintenance depot. So if I want to have this depot, just press C on it, hold down Shift and Control. Nope. Shift and Alt. Nope. Control. It's Control. Okay. Maintenance depot, maintenance depot, maintenance depot. Okay, it doesn't give me maintenance depot 2. Where is maintenance depot? Buildings, housing, building. Power, that, water, production. Maintenance, so in special tab. Okay, I want a maintenance depot 2. So we're going to move you, we're going to put you right here. You have electronics on their way, perfect. Can I get this belt built, and this belt built? And again, you can have recyclables. Recyclables, we're going to, you're going to be making, well, I should set some recipes. We're going to have this recipe, being the recycling recipe is the primary recipe. This is the backup recipe. So if we can't output to the recyclables belt for some reason, rather than your maintenance turning off, which would be tragic, it just, swaps over to the other recipe. Cool. I want to have a belt. So we're going to go with a U-shaped tier 1, which we're going to run around and plug in there. Cool. That's all I need. We're going to... Well, that's fine. It's just a block port. We're going to enable that and enable that. And I'm going to plug in the next one ready to go, because you should be, pretty much a copy and paste to get the 3rd and the 4th and the 5th. And, can I also unpause the belt? All right, so I need to build you, but you need the next tier of construction parts, which means we go to the current tier of construction parts. We take this little build, we copy it, and we drop it right there. Cool. And I have one pillar in the way. Can I move one pillar out of the way, please? Cool. Can I put you... Oh, I didn't want to cut that. I just want to copy it with the shop. Can I put you there and there? Can I put that there? And I need to do the same trick up. It already copied the trick. Where we pass through 50% of the production. We're going to change your recipe from that one to that one and paste that to all the buildings. We're going to set you to not be construction parts 3, but construction parts 4. You have nowhere else to go, and we're going to put that in there. Cool. Can I get that part built? Can I get that part built? And I'm only going to get 2 machines for right now, because at the end of the day, you're going to have 50% of yours flow down here, and this box is not full. All right, so then I need to get electronics 2 all the way over across to here, which we're going to come out from here at height 4. Thank you. Keep going this way, and this way, and this way, and a little bit more. Oh, actually, I gotta, no, back. Gotta worry about pillar placement. Can I put you here? Can I put you here? And then I can put the next one. Stop that under there. Cool. I need to get into here. There's no good way of doing this neatly. So rather than trying to drop the belt a little bit and block traffic and then put in a lift and all sorts of fun things, come on, you just did it before. That's worse. Much worse. That's above. That's the best you can get. Fine. Oh, I could... No, I don't want to use lifts. Okay, we're just going to plug them in the back of that. That'll do. Alright, can I get that part built? And can I get that part built and that part built? And also, obviously, the box to be built, so we have somewhere to put them. So that'll start making our next tier of construction parts, which is great, because I need a few of them. Also, I have a lot of these, so I'm just going to do this for a minute, and I'm going to screw it. I'm going to build the rest. Yep, I'm going to need a bunch of floors, like, right now. There's some things that I need to fix. I know glass storage. I haven't got there yet. We found a quartz mine. Can I go visit that settlement and find out what they've got? And then we'll send you on to somewhere else. Come on. Oh, I need these guys to get here. Come on. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Uh-huh. So that is this done. We're finished with that research. And Doomtone is out of trees already. Wow, that didn't have to take you guys long. Uh-huh. All right, so we've finished shaving that little island. And that means we have access to this tier, well, this part of the island. So we're going out here to shave this. Yes, I know I have plenty of wood. I could always have more wood. And I have 3 tree harvesters that I'm paying maintenance on. So I might as well put them to work. Cool. We're going to get that part shaved next. All right. Okay, can I get rid of that? Shipping battle's fine. You are on the move. And iron ore should be fine. Sand is fine. And glass. Okay. Glass is low because I only make 24 glass. Now, I'm using 6, 12, 18 plus... You guys trying to deliver things? Electronics. I didn't upgrade this belt. Okay. This belt needs to go faster. This belt needs to go faster. This belt needs to go faster. Cool. Alright, that solves that problem. Thanks for telling me, Trucks. You just need to tell me and I'll fix it for the belts. Alright. We're using 6, 12, 18. On top of that, at science, we're using 4, 8, 12, 16, and vehicle parts, we're using another 4. So I'm using well above the 24 we're making. So what I need to do is I need to upgrade you to the next tier, please, and upgrade you to the next tier, please. That means advanced smelting, and I need to turn on those 2 glass makers. Yep. Come on, upgrade quickly. So the 2 glass makers means we're going to make twice the amount of glass out, as long as I have twice the amount of molten glass in, which I will have after I upgrade you to make more glass makers faster, so you can then run 2 machines. And I also upgrade that belt right there. Yeah, that belt right there to the next tier as well, to make sure we have enough sand coming through here to run this guy, which I can't click the button because I don't have any uni. Okay. Alright, crap, I need uni. Can I turn that off? No. Yeah, that off. I didn't want to turn that one on anyway, but we need to talk about that in a second. So, you need 120 glass mix, which you will have after this guy gets his upgrade, and he produces twice as much. It means he's going to use twice as much of all the resources in, which is probably fine. The salt might be a problem, but yes, and that should run this system a whole lot better. You're a Mark II belt. No, you should be fine. And yes, you're now putting 120. 120 is to feed you and you at 60 speed, which doubles the glass. That solves that problem. Location explored is the settlement, and new pirate at 470. Cool. Go kill them. Alright, so with glass fixed and that fixed, I need to I need to do a few things. Alright, let's go with power. Power is a problem. Alright. The good news is we've just unlocked 2 things when it comes to power. We have unlocked the high pressure turbine Mark II and also the low pressure turbine Mark II. The problem is they take in 48 steam and provide 12 mechanical power. The old ones did 24 steam and 6 mechanical power, so it's no actual improvement. It just takes up half the amount of space, which is handy. But the same applies to the low pressure turbine. We don't actually get any more extra power out of it. But what we did unlock is the new generator. The new generator takes in 18 megawatts worth of mechanical power. Gotta remember these guys are 3, so it's 3, 6, 9. 18 is 6 of them. 6 of them doing 2 megawatts each is 12. You do 15, so you're actually way more efficient to run. The problem is you need to put it in a live power plant without turning lights on. At least that's my plan. So to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure you're set to. You're going to make sure these guys are set to power probably like 9, so they run less often. Okay, copy your settings. List all those and all those, and then I'm going to rip out that and that, and that, and that out of a library power plant and plug that in there instead. Come on, plug. And I can't build that with Unity. Why not? Because I don't have 6? Yeah, I don't have 6. Come on, I need this built. Here, I'll even let the trucks start helping. Can I do like a priority high? I need this done now. I plan to do this with Unity, but that failed me. I have the parts, I just can't click the button. Okay, I'm not making Unity fast enough. What can I do to speed that up? We can remove that for a minute, and that's about all I can do. Yeah, okay. No. No, I don't have the parts because the trucks have the parts. Okay, Special Ops Mind Control Tower has nothing to do, really? Really? Okay, they've finished digging that out. All right, I need to send the Special Ops team over to here, because this is going to be our next mining patch that I need to have access to. It's a special one. It's yellow. We're going to come back to that in the future, but it's a Special Ops team that does Special Ops projects like prep the next area. Okay, can I get you built, please? Yes. All right. So once you're built, I'm going to be 3 megawatts ahead of where I was previously, which means I'm technically just slightly in surplus. Cool. Next thing I want to do is I want to replace another lot of power plants. So this is the bad part because I'm going to remove, hang on, how much do you cost? Cost 40. I'm not going to remove shit. I need these guys, which are not going at full speed. Can we drop that down? Yep, I need you guys going at full speed. And Dirty Control Tower's also done. Cool. Dirty Control Tower, can I take you to your existing area, which is now all done. It's all ready to go. I need to clear it off and fill in some dirt patches, but I'm going to run you guys to here. And this is now done, so we have a path. I want to widen out the path to be 4 tiles, 5 tiles. I want 5 tiles width down to here. And we're just going to have trucks fill that in with, I don't care what they fill it in with. Okay, so ship's been fully repaired. Can I bring that back up? So we found poppy seeds. Okay, that's the next tier of research problem. 610, 990. You look to be our last pirate. 610, 610, 990, 990, 610, 610, 610, 610, and yes, okay. So you're our last pirate, go kill you, and we can go back to power plants. All right, I need to have, 40 construction parts and 180 electronics to put you in place. And my problem is I'm going to remove this flywheel right here. It's a bit of a problem because that disconnects this generator. And then I'm going to put that back as quickly as I can, and I'm going to press that button as well. So with you and you running, that is 18 and 18 being used. We make 6, so 3 and 3, which is 6, plus 6, that's 12, plus another 6, that's 18. And then I have double that again, which means actually every single one of these generators is now useless. They've all been replaced with these 2. And as soon as they're up to full speed, come on. Oh, actually, we don't have full utilization. Yep, there we go. So they replaced all of that. Also, I want another one because we have our second power plant over here who would also really like one of these. So I want to remove you, you, and you, and then drop this right there, please. No, run the other way. Cool. And I want you built, and you, I want to set to a higher power priority because, well, this particular drive shaft runs full speed all the time. It doesn't have an off button. It doesn't have flywheels. We just put all the power into it. So I need this to be the first generator that kicks in. As soon as you're built, I'm actually perfectly safe, and power is now a sorted problem. And, well, you guys don't exist anymore. So we're going to turn you off so you can get all the power off the shaft. And over here, you guys are running. These guys are technically turned off and don't even know about it. Thank you very much. And I have some free power. Not a lot of free power, but a little bit of free power. More importantly, I can turn you back on auto balance. You can stay on auto balance. And you're running. As soon as they get to their peak, we should have... We'll have enough power from the shaft that's running to run this one full time. And not enough to run this one full time, but... We do put a little bit of power back on the shaft with a little bit of low pressure steam from the exhaust scrubbing, so it should be enough that keeps it relatively charged. That's not charged enough. Okay. I'm going to have to turn you back off auto balance. This is falling too quickly. Or put more flywheels on it. More flywheels is also an answer. All right, so that is that up and running. That's that up and running. And we have the next tier of construction parts. We haven't got the next tier of science unlocked yet. We'll do that very soon. We have this done. I can put in bigger cooling towers that are more efficient than the previous cooling towers. We might look at those in the future. We have the statue of maintenance coming along, which is going to save on our maintenance, which is a good idea. But I think I need to look in power. Probably before I get to the next tier of research, we'll have to see. But we are digging, we are clearing, we are okay-ish in power, and that's all I can hope for right this second. Can I actually delete that? Yep. I can have 4 of these guys running, so I could very reasonably, put in more power plants, which is maybe not a bad idea because I have capacity in the steam pipe to put in more power plants to get us more power. I could also clean this up a whole lot. Now we have the bigger ones, which is possibly an idea for the future. But for right now, we have Mr. Shippy Shippy, who's done all the combat he can. I do want to unload the crew, and I also want to talk about the junk that lives on Mr. Shippy Shippy and in the shipyard. We happen to have, copper scrap, also iron scrap. We have a bunch of electronics too, which we'll find a place for them to live sooner or later. Have some electronics 3, that's a future problem, and have a bit of copper, a bit of rubber, but I also have more iron scrap, I have more copper scrap, I have some broken glass, I have glass mix, and I have iron ore crushed and copper ore crushed, which are all things that have ended up on the ship from construction jobs. What I'd like to do is, I'd like to talk about these boxes here. These boxes here are very important boxes, and I want to get them all built. That one and that one. We already know about this one. This is for our gold scrap. When it finally comes out of recycling, we'll start using it, not for a while. It will then immediately go into a smelter. The idea is that we're going to smelt it directly here, and then trucks can pick it up from here when they need to pick it up from here and take it to wherever the hell gold's going to get used. It's a later problem. On top of that, this is a gold scrap inbox. So if I find gold scrap, or I, deconstruct something that leads to gold scrap, that can come into this belt and head into that box, because I'm not guaranteeing the trucks can access that box. This one is for iron ore scrap. This one's for copper scrap. So again, if I deconstruct something, we end up with those in the shipyard. The trucks now have somewhere to drop it. As you can see, there's a lot of copper scrap. This one's for broken glass, which we had a little bit of. But these are for iron ore crushed and copper ore crushed. And you are for glass mix, because this belt is the only belt that touches all the smelters, apart from the coal belt. And all I need to do is, at these filters, make sure I'm not just filtering off the broken glass, but also, in the case of the glass, filtering off the glass mix. It does mean I can't have this bucket here, because a bucket has a single item filter on it, which doesn't work for me. I need to have a both item filter. Yep, new prioritized from both of those. Yep. So our glass mix will pop out there. As for our copper, we have the filter is buried down there, and it's pulling out the copper scrap and also the copper ore crushed, which can then flow into that line. Sand's out. How many guys do we have digging sand? You're doing sand, and you're doing dirt. You're doing sand. You're about to start doing sand. And then for iron, I have, iron is just everything that's left over. Just gets sent into this, being both the iron scrap and also now the iron ore crush. They're both going to head in here as the priority, and I'm going to burn them rather than them sitting in the shipyard and doing nothing forever. Low food, is it lying to us? Because you are still very, very full, and you are very, very full. I just can't store enough food, but I do have 200 spare workers, which means in the next episode, we can look at new power plants. We can also look at the next tier of research. Yep, that's something we need to look at, and we can look at unlocking the next tier of the tree, because, wrong button, I want to look at this. The next tier of tree, a lot of things open up for us, but that's a little way away. But what I need to do is I need to call this episode here and say, as always, thank you so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed, and more importantly, now that I can have the trucks access a little bit of bricks, they can build all the damn ramps automatically, and also probably put in some of the concrete that I asked them to put in a long time ago. Yes, a little bit. They'll get there eventually. All right, but yes, with all that said and done, I'm going to call it here. As always, thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. I'll see you in the very next video. All right, bye.